Welcome to ANS Solver question 23. 160 students record the amount of time T hours they each spend playing computer games in a week. This information is shown in the cumulative frequency diagram. Use the diagram to find an estimate of the median. So that is the first part of the question. And how you find median is you have to use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2. So n over here in this case is 160. So 160 plus 1 will be 161 divided by 2. So 161 divided by 2 is 80.5. Now since in this graph the scale is a one small box, that is this, is equal to 2 units of the cumulative frequency. So 0.5 would be really tough to find in this particular graph. That's why they've said to find an estimate. So we can use the estimate as the 80th position. So if we do that, we draw a line from 80 to where it connects in the graph to the graph, and you do the same thing and connect that point to the x-axis to know how much time it would take. So in this case it would take 5 hours. As you can see, it is intersecting the 5-hour mark. So your answer for part A1 would be 5 hours. Now let's move to part A2, the interquartile range. So interquartile range is basically the third quartile minus the first quartile. So third quartile would be the 75th percentage of the cumulative frequency. So we can do 0.75 into 160 minus the first quartile would be 25th percentage of the cumulative frequency. So 0.25 multiplied by 160. So 0.75 multiplied by 160 will give you 120. So you make a line from 120 and join it to the graph like this. And you don't need to use this method. You can use the upper quartile and lower quartile formula, which are 3n plus 3 by 4 and n plus 1 by 4 respectively. So let's go ahead and connect the intersection or the intersected part on the graph with the x-axis so that we find the hour mark. So in this case the hour mark would be 6 hours. So 6 minus, and next you do 0.25 multiplied by 160, which is 40. So from 40 on the cumulative frequency, you make a line that connects with the graph, and you draw a line down like this. So we know that this is the 3 mark. So 3.2, 3.4. So 3.4 would be the lower quartile. Therefore 6 minus 3.4 will give you a final answer of 2.6 hours. Now let's move to part B. Use the diagram to complete this frequency table. So how to do that is, basically you need to count the cumulative frequency between these time ranges. So between 2 and 4. So how we can do that is you make a line like this, dotted line from 2, and see where it connects with the graph. That would be right here at the 20 mark. So it would be something minus 20, because the 4-hour mark is intersecting with right here. So that would be 42, 44, 46. So 46 minus 20 will give us 26. So 26 being our answer for 2 hours to 4 hours. Now let's move to the 4 hours to 6 hours. So 4 hours, as we found, is 46, and 6 hours, as we connected earlier right here, is 120. So 120 minus 46 If we do 120 minus 46, you will get your answer as 74. Therefore, 74 and 26 being our final answers for part B.